People were asking the question, what was Disney going to do when it came to him playing one of the Marvel characters? Go to my iPad. It did not take long after the decision came down for Disney Marvel to drop him from playing his role in one of their franchises. He was playing Kang the Conqueror. Of course, his star was on the rise. Huge critical acclaim, him playing in Creed 3 opposite Michael B. Jordan. The two of them went on a significant publicity tour for the movie, but also an Oscar campaign. They presented together at the Oscars as well. So he stands to lose a whole lot as a result of this guilty verdict.
You know, I just finished watching the Loki series where he was, in as King. I watched Ant-Man when he was in there as well, and I've been watching the star, rise for years. Disney had to do this, unfortunately, in this day and age that we live in. When there's a guilty verdict, it's a wrap. And many people are bringing up stories like Jeremy Renner, who played Hawkeye in the Marvel franchise, who had a lot of other allegations against him, by his wife, including things of sexual abuse towards their daughter, allegations and the like. People brought up Josh Brolin, who also is in the Marvel series and, attacked Diane Lane. But the difference was there were no trials and no convictions. Once you have somebody who's going to be convicted of something, particularly as relates to any type of domestic violence, it's going to be a wrap. Now, having said that, I believe that he definitely got a raw deal. I wish that Disney would have waited a little bit longer to see what happens with the appeals process, and looking at this office, it's amazing, Roland. I mean, just being on the show, listening to you talk about, Kevin Porter, Adam Foss, and the list goes on and see what this DA has done to prominent black men. And it really makes you wonder what they're doing to black men who are not as prominent, to be quite honest. And again, no one here is sitting here saying we shouldn't take domestic violence serious. Everybody knows all of our records here in terms of how we speak out in support of women and all of that. But we have to be honest when we see things that just don't make sense. Evidence that wasn't allowed to be in, body camera footage, all of those things that you talked about. Lauren talked about being in the courtroom several times and not even how they were able to introduce evidence in so many different areas. So we have to be mindful of that, and it's really sad. I think Spike Lee has some projects with him. A lot of people have turned their back on him, and it's a lot harder, if not damn near impossible, for brothers to be able to reclaim their career after something like this in Hollywood. So I'm really concerned about what's going to happen with his future, and I hope that at least through the appeal, all of the evidence gets to come out and we can see it and make a fully throated, more knowledgeable opinion, because this is just not cool.